Let me tell you a story. Imagine your neighbor breaks into your house in the middle of the night. They kill your family, kidnap your children, burn half of your house to the ground, and then, the next morning, your local government announces, we've decided to give them the lot next door so they can have more space. That's what recognizing a Palestinian state right now really is. This is not a theory. On October 7, Hamas terrorists crossed into Israel and carried out the worst slaughter of Jews since the Holocaust. Babies, children, grandparents killed in cold blood, women raped, civilians dragged into Gaza as trophies. And the killers? They didn't hide. They live streamed it. They celebrated. And today, they're still holding 50 innocent people underground. So you'd think the world would unite and demand release the hostages, dismantle Hamas, never again. Instead, we have leaders like in Australia, the UK, France, and Canada saying, let's give them a state. To ordinary Westerners, that sounds like fairness. I mean, two peoples, two countries, peace at last. I get it. It's a nice idea if you know nothing about reality. And here's the reality. The state that they want to recognize is not some new peaceful democracy. It's the Palestinian Authority, a regime that can't even control half of its territory. Hamas runs Gaza like a mafia with missiles. The Palestinian Authority runs its cities like a dictatorship that pays cash bonuses to convicted terrorists. That's right, the more Jews you kill, the bigger your paycheck. That's their policy, the pay-to-slay policy. And their schools? Kids are taught that Israel doesn't exist and that killing Jews is an act of honor. Streets are named after suicide bombers. This is the political culture the West is about to rubber stamp as a sovereign nation. And here's what you're not being told. Once a state is recognized, it's permanent. There's no undo button when it turns into a terror launchpad. No way to cancel your subscription if it starts sending rockets into Israel's cities. And by the way, there was a de facto Palestinian state, and it's called Gaza. In 2005, Israel withdrew completely from Gaza. No soldiers, no settlements. The Palestinians had every opportunity to build a future. What they built instead were terror tunnels and missile factories. Now take that experiment and drop it in Judea and Samaria, minutes from Tel Aviv, within easy range of Israel's airport. That's what recognition today would mean. And don't be fooled by the line, well, recognizing Palestine will only strengthen the moderates. There are no moderates in power. Ordinary Palestinian people, sure. Many just want to leave, but those leading them want something else. The end of Israel, piece by piece, until nothing is left. Here's the thing. This is not an Israel problem. This is a global problem. Because the second the world rewards the October 7 massacre with a state, you've proven a blueprint that every extremist on earth can copy. Mass murder equals political reward. If you care about Palestinians, you should be the loudest voice against this, because you're not giving them freedom. You're giving them another corrupt regime that will keep them poor, unfree, and in endless war. Real peace means real change first. End the terrorist salaries, stop the hate education, recognize Israel's right to exist, and remove Hamas completely. Do that, and you'll have a partner for peace. Recognize Palestine, and you'll have Gaza on steroids. This is bigger than Israel. It's about the kind of world you want to live in. One where mass murder gets rewarded with embassies and UN votes, or one where we have the moral courage to say no. Because the truth is simple. Recognizing a Palestinian state today is not the road to peace. It's the highway to the next war. And if the West makes this mistake, history will remember exactly who put up the green light.